Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's last Jamaica national trials in 2025, and Elaine Thompson-Herah'S absence. Is this the final curtain for Jamaica's two greatest female sprinters? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least one today in Peter Lloyd World. Also, enjoy the content. Please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, this Thursday, the Jamaican National Trials begins at the National Stadium. This happening, of course, in 2025. And this, of course, will be a bittersweet moment if you haven't heard the news, because this will be the last Jamaican National Trials for the greatest of all time. Well, one of the two greatest of all time, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And just to give you a slight reminder of why I think she's the greatest of all time, take a gander.
It's a clean start. There's a roar from the crowd. Shelly-Ann
in the green headband. Is she going to get there? Not on this occasion. She's not. No.
But can Britain hold on? Look at Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce like a steam train, express train, gets it on the line.
To get there, what a performance. Fraser-Pryce, and it's silver for Dina Asher-Smith. I think Marie-Jose Tarlou may have taken the bronze.
Right and into a running. Also going well is Dieter in second. Tarlou free for Duff third. Let's keep an eye on the clock. Oh! 10:66. Shelly-Ann is back in Paris. She's beaten her own world lead by 100. In the end, Fraser-Pryce crossed the line in 10.75 seconds, just 0.03 ahead of Jetta. With
semi-final, she shut down at 50 meters. This one, she actually ran through the line. A little bit of stress in the face and neck, but
she's as great as you see.
The finger in the air, the hand of victory. Shelly-Ann Fraser.
In what must be considered a bittersweet moment, the greatest of all time, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce announced, and this was carried at the Jamaica Observer amongst other medias, that this coming Jamaica National Championships 2025 will be her very, very last.
Start with you guys that this is where the heart of world-class sprinting is. When I stand on that track on Thursday, it's not for me, it's for you, for the love, for the support, for the encouragement, for the resilience, for the pride, for the purpose and the passion that you have given me. You have inspired me. Your love, walking on the street, hearing our kids. When we talk about
introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort, from trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Elaine Thompson-Herah is the other world's greatest of all time. The double gold medalist from the Rio Olympics in 2016 and the Tokyo Olympics in 2020, winning both the Olympic 100 and 200 meters and setting an Olympic record in the 100 meters in 2020. Elaine Thompson-Herah is also the second fastest woman all time in the 100 meters, running an astounding in 2021. That remarkable 10.54 seconds that she delivered at the Prefontaine Classic. How great is Elaine Thompson-Herah? Take a gander.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
The others are chasing hard. Fraser-Pryce is going to get there. No. Thompson-Herah is going to take this one by half a metre from Fraser-Pryce and Tarlou in third place. 10:72.
But unfortunately plagued by an Achilles heel injury, which he picked up in 2017. In 2024, she was severely injured. We've discussed this ad nauseum. And the truth is, we have not seen her run a single race thus far for the 2025 season. And of course, as you may or may not know, she did not even register to run at Jamaica National Championships this year. The class of 1985, celebrating its 40th anniversary, would like to invite you, the fans and supporters of the great Kingston College, to their gala dinner and celebration taking place at the AC Hotel Marriott in Kingston, Jamaica, happening on Saturday, July the 26th, 2025 at 7 p.m. I will be your MC and I will also be performing. Now, your donation to this amazing event is a mere US $125 and or 20,000 Jamaican dollars. Of course, this is for a worthy cause. Proceeds will be going towards the great Kingston College. So if you're a fan, lover, and supporter of Kingston College, come on out and celebrate with the class of 85's 40th anniversary. The gala dinner and celebration taking place at the AC Hotel Marriott, Kingston, Jamaica, Saturday, July the 26th at 2025 at 7 p.m. I will be your host and I will be performing. We may have a few surprises there. So make sure you pass through. The big boss himself, DJ Marlon Young, will also be there. Richie Lindsay as well as Dave Myrie. So people on a half a step out. This will be my first performance in Kingston in about a year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna wake them up, can't you see that we're sleeping? Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. These two young ladies, some believe, are the two greatest female sprinters of all time. Now, no, we're not being disparaging to the world record holder in both the women's 100 and 200 meters, the American, the great Florence Griffith Joyner, who has passed, sadly. But Elaine Thompson-Herah is the double sprint champion from, as I said, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics as well as the Rio Olympics in 2016, a feat that has not been copied or repeated before or since. She's also the second fastest woman all time, as I said earlier, in the 100 meters with that astounding 10.54, coming within a hair's breadth of breaking the world record. And she is the third fastest woman all time. Flojo first, Shericka Jackson second, of course, of Jamaica, and herself third, the third fastest all time in women's 200 meters. A remarkable talent, but unfortunately, a career marred by injury. And the fact that we have not seen her turn up for the Jamaica National Championships is depending on who you're listening to. Some people believe that the injury, the scar tissues since 2017, is just going to be very difficult for her to recover from that. Now, you know me, I'm an optimist. I would like to believe that we will see her in 2026. But the possibilities are that are something like 50-50. Elaine Thompson-Herah, regardless of whether or not this is the very last Jamaica National Trials, she's not even going to be here. So 2024 would have been her very last. Will take away nothing from the fact that this young lady, I think, is the greatest of all time. Now, many of you have said to me, you can't have two greatest of all time, but I believe you can to have 2, 3, or 4. Now, the lady standing to her left, to our right, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, is the most decorated world champion in the 100 meters, male and or female. She is the third fastest woman all time in the 100 meters with that astounding 10.60 seconds. And has managed to do this at about the age of 35 years of age. She has had one of the longest careers in the history of track and field, meaning Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And I've often said she is the greatest of all time. Now, she herself has stated that this will be her very last Jamaica National Championships 2025. She also said last year's Olympics would have been her last. So this is pretty much her swan song, her final curtain, so to speak, in her career. Now, what can I say about these two young ladies? the odds of Jamaica producing the second and third fastest women all time in the 100 meters, a country with no more than 2.8 to 2.9 million people, is almost mathematically incalculable. We are very fortunate to have had these two remarkable women. Now, I'm not going to speak as if Elaine Thompson-Herah'S career is over. But for the time being, it's certainly on pause. Now we know that Shelly-Ann is probably going to go out with a bang at World Championships because this is simply who she is. These two ladies are if you looked in the dictionary under the words resilience, their pictures are the pictures that would turn up. These are two remarkable young ladies who should be celebrated forever because of their accomplishments. Their accomplishments are just absolutely incredible. And as I say, I mean, on a normal love Shelly, on a normal love Elaine, and I know most of you, if not all of you, love them both also. So instead of crying tears, I just want to say I am very grateful being Jamaican and being able to say the two greatest female sprinters in the history of mankind outside of the world record holder, Florence Griffith-Joyner of the United States, came from the small but amazing island of Jamaica. I've often said, some of you disagree, that the greatest country in the world is Jamaica per capita in every single aspect of that terminology. So this is Shelly's last, her swan song, her final curtain. And this could be, last year could have been Elaine's. We're not sure. We're just hoping that she's actually recovering. She's doing the right things. And she's still pretty young. I believe she's like, 32 or 33. So, you know, if she's like a Shelly who is not normal, she could have at least another 1 or 2 great years ahead of her. But regardless, to not see Elaine Thompson-Herah in a Jamaica national trials is mystifying. Now, how does this impact the future of Jamaica track and field? Well, the truth is that the future of Jamaican female track and field is bright. If Brianna Liston ever fully recovers, we have a Brianna Liston, 10.91 PB, and did that injured. We have Alana Reid, who, although she has not yet done a sub-11 since setting the national record, high school record and junior record of 10.92 at the National Stadium in the finals of the women's 100 meters at the Easter Boys and Girls Champs, has still showed remarkable talent. We have upcoming talents like a Sabrina Dockery. We have a Thiana Lee Terrelong. We have the likes of Shanoya Douglas, who are juniors. Then, of course, there are the other juniors, Tina and Tia Clayton, who are incredible talents. We have the Serena Coles and others. I don't believe Jamaica has a problem with having women who are great sprinters. But let me make this clear. The possibilities of anyone else, including Jamaica, producing a double-double Olympic champion is very slim, people. Because what Elaine Thompson-Herah accomplished, it's never been done before. And we have not seen anybody equate it since. The possibility of Jamaica producing another female athlete who can run 10.54, the second fastest 100 meter all time, and the third fastest 200 meter all time, is also relatively slim because, of course, as you know, this new crop of female Jamaican sprinters, they do not run the 200 meters. And those who do are barely competent at it. So that kind of dominance, I don't want to say it doesn't look like something we'll be seeing, at least from this crop. But we do have great female sprinters. There is a weakness in terms of our women's 200 meters, and I have cried foul about that for many, many years. Now, as for Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, the possibility of finding another female sprinter or male or anybody who can win 5 gold medals in the World Championships and another 3 medals in World Championships is plus medals, gold medals in the Olympic Games, it's almost an impossibility to come by. And I think very, very often, because we have all lived through this era with a Shelly and Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson-Herah, we kind of don't understand the alignment of the stars that would have had to take place for this tiny little country to have produced these two women almost at the same time. it is unlikely that the world will see this kind of talent ever again in either woman. But in terms of the direct impact on track and field, I know that we have great sprinters, but what I am hoping is that someone like the double champion will inspire a Tina or a Tia. We know that Brianna Liston is an incredible 200-meter runner and a great 100-meter runner. So we hope that when she's back to her healthiest and running for Jamaica, she will be pursuing both. Because I believe that Brianna Liston, of all the female sprinters we have out there, could, under that rare circumstance, become a double champion at the Olympic Games and possibly the world championship, depending on how she develops. But boy, people, the mathematical odds of Jamaica producing, or anyone else producing someone like a Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, are almost incalculable. They're almost impossible because it's really hard to accomplish what this young lady has accomplished. My hope is that they will continue to inspire these youngsters. Like I said, I'm hoping that some of these youngsters will start running the 200 meters to be like Elaine Thompson-Herah, dominant in the 100 as well as the 200 meters. And of course, we have a Shericka Jackson who is doing both. But of the younger crop, I'm seeing someone like a Brianna Williams also was great in the 100 and 200 meters. So, and she seems to be coming back into form. So the impact that I am hoping is that for this year, we will have someone who can fill the gap. This year, it's going to be, boy, people, we have a Julian Alfred. I haven't heard much about Shakara Richardson. She seemed to be injured. But we have Alfred, and Alfred is serious talent. And the Melissa Jefferson and a few others. But Jamaica does have a Tia Clayton. We do have a Tina Clayton, and we have others. I do think, however, that the long-term impact of both of these women, my personal opinion, will be positive. These women will inspire female athletes forever and a day, especially here in Jamaica. Because the truth is, if a little girl from Waterhouse could do it, meaning Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and if a little girl from Banana Lane, I say Banana Walk or Banana Lane, in the rural areas of Jamaica could do it, meaning Elaine Thompson-Herah, then I believe there are other young ladies out there who will see what they have done. And they've done this at still relatively young ages. 38 is a very young age for Shelly-Ann, and 33 is still very young for Elaine Thompson-Herah. So my hope is that the impact that they're stepping away from the spotlight will have is to further inspire. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch at printfire.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, your royals, kings, and queens. Bless her.